Lena had always loved technology, but nothing in her years of tinkering, building, and late-night prototyping prepared her for the strange package that arrived on her doorstep. No sender, no stamp, no instructions, just her name on a blank envelope. Inside was a compact metallic gizmo, cool to the touch, about the size of her palm. Its surface was layered with tiny gears, shifting lenses, and a shell that shimmered with a color she couldn't describe, somewhere between silver and deep ocean blue. She rotated it carefully, noticing joints and seams far thinner than anything a human manufacturer could produce. Even with all her engineering knowledge, she couldn't tell how it had been built. That night, she and Noah, the robotics mechanic who practically lived in her workshop, sat under a single desk lamp, trying to measure and calculate its internal layout. Noah tried to assess the circuitry with scanners. Lena tried to compute its geometry from every angle, but every method failed. "The more we study it, the less sense it makes," Noah muttered. Lena nodded. "It's like it doesn't want to be understood yet." When her fingertip brushed the central plate, the gizmo responded. A soft echo vibrated through the room, a heartbeat-like pulse. Blue light began unfolding inside the device, forming patterns so fluid they looked alive. Symbols shifted like tiny galaxies rearranging themselves. She felt the meaning was just out of reach, a secret pressing against the edges of her understanding. Whatever this thing was, she sensed one truth clearly. It hadn't come to her by accident. The next morning, Lena carried the gizmo back to her old Polytechnic campus. Walking through the familiar hallways brought back memories of solder burns, failed projects, and the spark of discovery that had shaped her life. Professor Vega greeted her with a surprised smile. He'd always had a mind sharper than his lab's microscopes. When he placed the gizmo under the high-precision microscope, the reaction was immediate. The inner shell twisted like an iris, expanding in a smooth, organic way. A hidden lens emerged and activated without mechanical sound. From it, holographic diagrams began flooding the room, maps of unknown regions, spiraling formulas, timelines stretching beyond recorded history. The images moved too fast to fully grasp. "My God," Vega whispered. "This optics system is centuries ahead of anything we've ever built. It doesn't just use light, it shapes it." Lena leaned in, attempting to absorb the swirling information. Some diagrams resembled constellations. Others looked like energy pathways inside living organisms. "Is it human?" she asked. Vega didn't answer. His expression said enough. Finally, he stepped back and pointed to the flickering projections. "Study everything you can before it closes. Concentrate. Focus. Gather clues. It's trying to tell you something." The holograms began to contract, almost as if the device sensed its time was up. Lena scribbled notes furiously until the lens finally sealed shut. But the final image, projected only for her, stayed burned in her mind. A blinking point on a map, a place she had never seen before. That night, Lena spread all her notes across her apartment floor. Equations, sketches, faded recollections of the holograms, anything that might help her decode the mystery. When the room was completely dark, the gizmo awakened again. Its metal plates opened like petals, revealing a geometric core spinning with a quiet hum. Light spilled across the walls, forming a 3D map far more detailed than the earlier one. It showed a forest outside the city, then a valley, then a hidden entrance beneath the soil, a secret underground facility. Noah stared at the glowing projection. "It wants us to go there? Why?" Lena watched the map rotate slowly. She sensed intention in every movement of the hologram. "This isn't just data," she murmured. "It's a message. Or maybe a summons." She hesitated before speaking the next thought aloud. This might be a prototype someone intended to patent, or maybe something a government tried and failed to disclose to the world. The gizmo throbbed with brighter light, as if affirming her suspicion. It felt alive, watching, waiting, inviting them onward. They arrived just after dusk, hiking through dense trees until Lena's phone confirmed they were directly above the map's coordinates. But at their feet was only earth and leaves. Maybe the projection was wrong, Noah began. Before he could finish, the gizmo slipped from Lena's jacket pocket. It hovered a few inches off the ground, spinning slowly. The soil beneath them shifted. A slab of metal covered in moss and dirt slid open like a hatch, revealing a staircase descending into darkness. Okay, Noah whispered. That's new. They followed the spiral steps down until they reached a metallic door requiring a 4-digit code. The gizmo projected the numbers instantly. Inside, the air smelled of dust and dormant electricity. As they stepped forward, the facility's lights flickered to life one by one. Rows of scientific instruments, precision tools, and inactive equipment filled the corridors like a museum of forgotten innovation. Electronic labels blinked faintly above each cabinet. An auxiliary generator somewhere below provided a low, steady hum. Someone invested millions into this place, Noah said, and then abandoned it overnight. Lena approached a dusty control panel labeled Multimedia Optic Resonance Lab. Beneath it, a strange message was etched. Only the designated tester may proceed. At that exact moment, the gizmo began to glow, brighter than ever before. It had chosen her. Another door unlocked with a metallic sigh. It slid open to reveal a massive chamber with a ceiling so high it vanished into shadow. In the center stood a towering structure, smooth, obsidian black on one side, mechanical and bristling with components on the other. It felt alien, yet undeniably engineered. As Lena stepped forward, the gizmo responded. Parts of its outer shell separated into tiny hovering modules, each glowing with a different hue. They flew toward the monolith, positioning themselves with perfect precision. Mechanical arms extended from the monolith itself, ready to attach, add, combine, and accumulate missing components. Is it rebuilding itself? Noah whispered. No, Lena said softly. It's completing a design that was never finished. Sparks of light connected each module like silver threads. The entire chamber vibrated with a slow rhythm, the pulse of something awakening. When the final piece locked into place, the monolith emitted concentric rings of light. Each ring carried an echo, growing louder, clearer, more harmonious. It sounded like a language, one older than words. The echoes soon transformed, taking on shape and color. Waves of refracted light rippled through the chamber, creating illusions of water flowing upward or gravity bending sideways. Words formed in the air. This bridge grants access to unexplored knowledge fields. Proceed with caution. Lena felt her chest tighten with equal parts fear and thrill. Sensors extended from the monolith, scanning her heartbeat, breathing, neural patterns. It analyzed her not as a threat, but as a student. Then, everything went silent. A seam opened in mid-air. Light poured through it, soft, gold-tinted, impossibly warm. A portal. Noah whispered, Lena! The sky in there. It's made of equations. Indeed, beyond the shimmering threshold were floating islands silhouetted against a horizon painted with spiraling mathematical forms. Rivers weaved between impossible landscapes, bending like strokes of calligraphy. The gizmo hovered to her shoulder, buzzing with gentle approval. It wasn't a tool. It was a key. Crossing the portal felt like stepping into a dream, one where the laws of physics had been rewritten with elegance instead of chaos. Gravity loosened its grip. Sound traveled like flowing silk. Colors breathed with subtle emotion. Floating crystals drifted like jellyfish, lighting her path. Each acted as a gauge, displaying her vitals, mental state, and even emotional fluctuations. Tiny drones emerged from hidden alcoves, offering accessory devices. a scanner shaped like a leaf, a recorder resembling a silver droplet, an analyzer that projected results directly onto her hand. Every detail in this realm suggested design, intention, and deep intelligence. A living fusion of nature and technology, Lena murmured. As they walked, the ground beneath them shifted colors, creating a glowing path forward, red, then violet, then soft white, as if greeting them, guiding them deeper. "This place is versatile," Lena whispered. "It adapts to whoever enters." Noah nodded, mesmerized. At the far end of the realm stood a giant prism, its surface reflecting infinite landscapes that weren't physically present. Inside the prism, silhouettes worked. Beings shaped like humans, yet moving with an impossible grace, their bodies composed of light and geometry. When Lena approached, the prism released a surge of holographic images. She saw an ancient civilization that blended science with philosophy. Technologists who believed that discovery required responsibility. Architects who built bridges not between cities, but between worlds. The hologram, narrated in a voice composed of layered echoes. "The relic you carry is an auxiliary key. We created it not to grant power, but to test the intentions of those who seek it." More images followed. Failed civilizations, destroyed by greed and unchecked innovation, and others that flourished through balance and wisdom. Noah swallowed hard. "They weren't just scientists," he whispered. "They were guardians." Lena felt a quiet weight settle in her chest. The gizmo wasn't just a guide, it was judging her. A shifting platform rose from the ground, assembling itself into a massive, intricate structure composed of rotating rings, moving tiles, and luminous glyphs. A message appeared. To proceed, measure, estimate, evaluate, calculate. The structure began shifting rapidly, transforming into geometrical puzzles, gravitational loops, and mirrored symmetry traps. If she failed, the portal home would collapse. Lena closed her eyes. Concentrate. Focus. Absorb. Apply. She watched the flow of symbols. She noted each rotation. She counted intervals by instinct and matched frequencies by ear. She assembled patterns in her mind, then reached out to realign the shifting rings. Minutes stretched into something timeless. Finally, the structure clicked into perfect alignment. A harmonious echo spread through the realm like a sigh of approval. The path home opened once more. As Lena stood before the reopening portal, words appeared in the sky. Use what you have learned not to dominate, but to illuminate. The gizmo drifted in front of her. Its pieces loosened, spiraling around her like petals in a gentle breeze. Then, they merged into a single glowing shard. A pure energy core, something she could bring back, something that would change everything if she used it wisely. Back in her apartment, Lena placed the shard on her desk. Its soft pulse filled the room with warmth. For the first time she understood, brilliance mattered, curiosity mattered, but above all, responsibility mattered. And deep inside, she knew the truth. This wasn't the end of the story. It was only the beginning of the greatest technological journey humanity would ever face.